Alrighty, so today on the agenda we got bench. We got the heavy bench day. We got a triple at RPE 8. So I'm thinking I'm trying to do 265 for 3. Try and slam that. I'm gonna try and pause at least, a smidge, right? So it'd probably be like my perception of pausing is way different when I'm actually, doing top sets, when I look back at footage and then when I'm in the moment. So the goal, I'm thinking, is it'll be like kind of pause. It's not gonna be touch and go, but it's not gonna be like kind of a thing, So just a little bit of a pause, and then got some back downs, just a 2x4 on that, probably like 80%. Yeah, I think it was like 78 to 80% in there. I'm not sure what that is exactly. I'm guessing it's probably like 240 something, 245. So I do 245 for 4. Probably do 2 sets of that, and then got some sumo deads. I'm not giving up on the sumo deads because even though Friday was bad, I think I can salvage this. I'm gonna keep trying. It's really just trying to get really comfortable with positioning. So today is gonna be, I'm either gonna do pause sumo deads, maybe cluster deadlifts. I was thinking of doing that either today or Friday, which is basically, if you guys don't know what cluster deadlifts are, it's where you do 1 rep and then you wait 15 seconds, then you reset and then do another rep, and then you wait another 10 to 15 seconds and then reset and do another. So it's like clustered, but you can go a little bit heavier and able to focus more on that kind of maximum 1 rep output, which is what I definitely need, because I'm just not used to. I'm not used to sumo yet. I'm getting better, getting more used to it, but I'm still not super used to it. It's definitely a lot easier for me to. Weirdly enough, it kind of makes sense, but it's weird. It's easier for me to get into sumo form rather than conventional form. To the point where I feel good, because I've injured myself doing conventional too, don't get me wrong, so this isn't like a, the first time I started if you guys don't know the story, it'd be surprising if you're watching me, but when I first started deadlifting 2 years ago, I hurt myself, I injured my back. I think it was actually the same spot, it might have been the other side, but it was the same idea. I injured my lower back, I tweaked it, and I was like, I can't do powerlifting. I just can't do powerlifting. So I didn't do powerlifting and didn't try and deadlift anymore. Didn't even squat that often, that heavy. And then I decided to pursue powerlifting, dedicate myself to about 8 months ago. So yeah, and here we are. So it's more or less just me actually having to put more, actually persevere through the injuries and try and, because you don't get injured. I guess I should word this differently. The reason you fail is so that you can learn to win. So I'm not just gonna, I tweak my back deadlifting. I'm just gonna not deadlift and I'm just gonna go back to my old form. No, I'm gonna try this, and I'm gonna try it and with intent and try to actually do well, because the problem wasn't necessarily that I wasn't strong enough. The problem is that my form was slightly off. And actually the problem was I was too cocky, because going into warm-ups I was feeling really good, really strong, and I went for another warm-up and then I took my back because I was feeling really good. So today I'm just going to try and hone in that form. Might do cluster deadlifts, might do sumo deadlifts, pause. They're all only sumo deadlifts, sorry. Probably either cluster, paused, or just some high rep work to try and just lock that form in. So yeah, that is for today's session. And then I'll do some accessories, but I'm not going to film this. But yeah. Alright, well, top sum went well. That was technically a PR, so I'll take it. 265 for 3. Never done that before. I've done 260 for 4, and I've done 265 for 2 last Friday, but I've not done 265 for 3. So that is pretty cool. That is the most I've ever benched. So, pretty cool. That last rep was definitely a lot slower, but it's fine, because that's kind of what I was anticipating that. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna take back downs at like 245, 240, somewhere around there, and then we'll call it good, and then do some deads. Alright, well, I just did that last warm-up. It felt like extremely light. I was going to do cluster deadlifts on that weight. I think it was 325. But it felt like RP like 4. Like I don't feel it. Like I felt nothing. Which is nice because that means my form is getting better. So that's good. But also, I don't know what to do because I don't know what weight to do because I want to get some good stimulus, but I also want to not, go too crazy. So I put on a 10 on each side. So this is what, 345? 20, yeah, 345. I'm gonna try this for one. If it feels like it's heavy, if it feels heavy, then I'm gonna use this for my cluster deadlift set. So I'll do a rep of this, and then wait 10 to 15 seconds, then do another rep, another 10 to 15 seconds, do another rep, another 10 to 15 seconds, and another rep. So I'll do 4 total reps. And then for the back downs, I'll do probably pause deads. But if this feels like still light, I might add another 5 or 10 pounds. But I don't know, because this feels a lot, like, this feels so good. Almost like it should be illegal. Anyway, so, yeah. Bro, what? Okay, I'm actually so confused right now. I'm actually so confused. Alright, I'm gonna slap on a 25 and see what happens. That was what injured me on Friday, so I'm a little scared. But I'm feeling good, and I'm warming up better than I did last Friday, so should be good. Wait 10 to 15 seconds. This is kind of crazy, man. What is happening? This is light! What is going on? Alright, lock in. One more rep. One more rep. Dude! What? 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 Okay, I will give it to you. Second rep wasn't as locked in. I locked it out, but I dropped it as soon as I locked it out, so it kind of didn't look like that, probably. And I was like off balance, which made it weird. But dude, first rep and then the last 2 reps. What is going on right now? What is happening? How is this legal? How is this not legal? How is this not legal? How is this legal? I don't. It's funny because I feel like that third rep, honestly should have done 4, whatever. It's fine. I probably should be, you know, my body isn't used to this kind of weight, so it's okay that I didn't do a 4th rep, because we gotta be good and recovered for Friday's session, because we're gonna hit some PRs probably. Knock on wood. Really hope we do. I'll be praying for it, because this has gone really well. I could not be more happy right now. This is just spectacular. I went from last week ending on a bad note with the tweak to this week, yesterday, 370 for 3. Felt amazing. Didn't really even feel my sticking points that much. Felt super strong. I think part of it was because I went closer on my grip on the bar like I used to, which I don't know why I stopped doing that, but like I've been going farther out. So going in, I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I felt super tight, super solid out of the hole. Then I did bench yesterday, it was fine. Today, bench, really good, 265 for 3, technically a PR. Never done that much at that many reps, so that was good too. Pretty solid set, pretty solid back downs. 245 for 4, felt really solid for 2 sets. And then we just did deadlifts. Came back from tweaking my back, so I was extremely worried. So I was really, really cautious and mindful going into my warm-ups, which is good, which is, you know, why that happened to me. So, yeah, and then I warmed up, felt like I didn't know what weight to put on. So I just went for 365, which is what ended up messing up my back on Friday. And I did that for 4, cluster 4, so I mean, not as crazy, but still really good. Felt really, really good. And then these pauses were arguably a little bit harder because they're pauses and they were in a row. I don't know, it felt kind of the same, but it's still pretty hard. And both those last reps, I definitely stopped a little bit right under the knee because I think my body was just getting annoyed, or me getting annoyed, I guess. I'm just tired. I'm not used to this, which is really cool because, you know, it's cool to start doing something you haven't done in a while, or never done. So yeah, this week has been, so far, extremely good. Very happy with everything. Deadlift I actually kind of like deadlifting now. I used to put up with it and was happy because I could do it and it wasn't like, you know, an extreme detriment, but now it's like really good. So I'm just going to keep praying and trying to do what I'm doing. Hopefully on Friday we can hit a really good weight. Not much else to say. Really happy with these first 2 days. I'm going to do some accessories. I'd probably do some rows and some chest, shoulders, triceps type stuff. Then then I got my Thursday volume session, just a pretty simple 3x5, 70% on squats, and then some tempo bench, and then maybe some other, you know, upper body accessories. And then Friday is the big day because we're gonna see if I'm actually strong on deadlifts, because this felt really good. But we're gonna try a double on Friday, see how that goes at RP 8.5. So we'll see how warm-ups go, but if everything's feeling good, I mean, according to my calculations, apparently it's like 430 or 440, something around there for 2. Maybe even more. I don't know, we'll see. Not much else to say for now. I'm still my brain is going in circles right now, so I'm probably going to stop talking. Probably cut out most of this. There's probably like about 20 or 30 minutes of footage that I just cut out of me talking because I'm just overthinking everything right now because of how well deadlifts went today, which is not something I thought I was going to say. But I'm very, very glad that that is the case. Thanks to the Lord, because I've been praying about this a lot. So yeah, cool. I will see you guys on Friday's session. Whoa! I did 435 for 2. I have a witness, so it actually did happen.
The angrier I became. Stand up and show them why you're bad!
Alrighty, it is the end of the block, the end of the week, almost the end of the month. Workout was great. I hit a really good top set. I did 435 for 2, and I didn't record it, which is very unfortunate, but you live and you learn. Just got to make sure. It's because I was out of storage space. I forgot to delete yesterday's session from my camera, so it like ran out of space, and I didn't realize that it just turned off right as I was about to do my top set. Like I was filming, I had all the weight loaded up and I was about to do it, and then the camera turned off, and I did not realize I did my top set, but I still did it, and it went really well, so it's what it's about. So yeah, 435 for 2. I never deadlifted anything above 405. So I'm just ecstatic right now. Obviously, it's because I'm doing sumo, and frankly, it feels really weird because it feels like, you know, like when you first doing, like, I don't know if you know, if you guys like you can relate to this, but like you start doing an exercise, freeway or like machine in a gym. You're like, I don't know if I'm doing this right, and like you're like, oh wait, I'm doing a lot of weight on this. Like there might be something I'm doing wrong with this, and you realize, yeah, I'm doing the exercise wrong, and I actually don't feel it, and like I'm not like doing it properly, so like I'm not doing as much weight. That's what this feels like. That's what sumo feels like. So yeah, it's very interesting because I'm an anti-sumo puller. That's kind of what I am, because if you can't beat them, join them. It's kind of the mindset I'm in right now, to be honest. It feels weird. It feels nice because like I'm getting the dopamine and like highs from hitting a PR, but at the same time like, but it was sumo. And like, for the past I don't know how long, I've been anti-sumo. It's just a controversial topic. If you guys, you didn't know already, so it's just difficult. Point is, the meet I'm competing in, sumo's legal, and I'm lifting more sumo, so I'm gonna pull sumo so I can have a better total. So that's just how it is. Don't know if they'll be banning sumo in any of the big federations, because people talk about it all the time. They've been talking about it for a long time. Ever since I got into lifting, people were talking about it. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's a very interesting topic that I obviously do not know enough about to really make any opinions that you guys should really base yourselves opinions off of. You should really just take my opinion and just think of it as a perspective. I don't want to be creating any hate or controversy in the comments, okay? So, point is, session was good. I am a happy boy. Back downs were also good. I did 375 for 3. Those felt really solid. I did get those on camera, fortunately, and my hands are not happy with me at all. They are just straight up red and now getting inflamed. But that is okay. My skin is getting stronger, which I'm happy with. The end of the block, if I have any injuries, I'm kind of chilling, because I got a whole another week to recover, and I'm very happy. Also, if you guys don't realize, this is what I eat like every single day, at least every single day I lift for dinner. It is my Monster Mash. It is my masterpiece that I've developed over the past 6 to 8 months, and it is my favorite thing of the day to eat, I will say. It makes me extremely happy, which is why I eat it before I go to bed and after I lift, because it's like my big prize for, working out. So I just do like 0.75 grams a pound, 0.75 grams of pound beef, yeah, 0.75 pounds of ground turkey actually, and then I do what is it, like 1.5 golden Yukon, whatever potatoes you want to call them, and then I just put a couple. Forkfuls of cottage cheese. I mix it all together. Obviously, you season it and whatnot. is magnificent, let me tell you. Creamy, anabolic, got the carbs, and got the protein, and the fats from the cottage cheese. It is just great. It is literally like so good. Anyways, then, even better, bench. I don't know about even better, but another addition to today's wonderful session. I did a PR. Never benched 270 in my life. I've unracked 275 for like an ISO hold, but I've never benched 270 point blank in my life. I've done 265 for 2. Then in unracked 270, did it for 2, paused a little bit. Paused enough to where it's like, you know, like how I've been training, like how I want to train. Just like a little bit. Boom. Bro. Dude. I felt that was awesome. I'm ecstatic about that. Second set obviously was a little bit slower, but I was kind of expecting that because it's the same weight. But yeah, really happy about that. Really happy about that. I think I'm programming bench in a way that I really like. I'm programming deadlifts in a way that I like. Programming squats in a way that I like. Life's good. Life is good. My lower back is like not hating me right now. It's like I can tell it is fatigued a little bit and is tense, and like in the mornings I'll feel it, but it's definitely not as bad as it was like maybe a month ago or like even like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah, it's really interesting because I'm more in love with I've been in love with bench for ever. So that's not a surprise. But I'm in love with deadlift now, which is kind of an interesting thing. Mainly because obviously I have many PRs. It's a new movement. I'm feeling actually confident about deadlift now. I feel like it's not holding me back. Because previously it felt like my biggest weakness as a powerlifter was the fact that my total wouldn't be able to... It wouldn't... Like, if I were competing against deadlift specialists, it'd be over for me. Because my deadlift was more, but still kind of is, crap. So... I would bench pretty good, and I would squat pretty good, but my deadlift was less than my bench. I mean, was less than my squat on the meet, so that's not good. That shouldn't, like, unless I was, like, unless I'm, like, squatting, like, 1,000 pounds, it's a different story, because it's different body type and everything with that, but it's a whole different topic. But point is, deadlift is now better than my squat by a significant margin, which makes me super happy, because... that means I'll be able to, build a pretty good total at the meet, which is really nice if everything continues to go as planned. Thinking like I could be not fatigued enough, where I feel like good right now. Like I feel like I could get away with working out next week, and then deloading, and then doing a 3-week, and then another 3-week. So we might do that. I might do another building week. It would look very similar to this week. But we'll see. I'm going to reevaluate things. My plan was to deload because I thought I'd feel like crap today, especially if you would have asked me last week because I tweaked my back. But back feels fine. My joints feel fine. My hips feel a little bit beat up from sumo today, but I mean, I got 2 days to rest. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see. But point is, end of the week was great. If this is the end of the block, great. I feel extremely happy with my progress. I'm more used to sumo now, which is really nice. So I'm able to build into that and pull sumo for this meet probably. I'm pretty confident in saying I could do that and be confident that I could pull, good enough numbers to warrant doing it and not getting injured. So that is sick. Not much else to say. Last time I checked, we're at 99 subscribers, so I'm almost to 100. Maybe once I post this, I'll be at 100. But either way, thank you so much, guys, for tagging along with me. If you're a new viewer, if you're an old viewer, if you're watching this video still, I don't know how, because it's probably like a 30, 40-minute long video, but props to you. Thank you so much for that. I started these videos just to look back and log my workouts, and... yeah, I just love the support that I've garnered, even though it's just, it's not like insane, but there's a decent amount of people, and it makes my day to see people that watch my content and get inspired. So thank you so much for that, guys. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, leave them down below. I'll be happy to help. And until next time, Bye-bye.